I want to thank Mark. I really appreciate him doing this, number one, for the community. This is incredible. This is a great resource. I hope everybody appreciates it. It's a great opportunity for everyone to learn, myself included. I still go to clinics, still watch every social media posts with different stuff, and I'm always trying to learn and always trying to get better. Please forgive me. We started preseason about 5 weeks ago, and it takes me about 8 weeks for my voice to adjust after the summer, because I haven't been yelling really, but I am now, so it's happening. But this is really tremendous, and please, give yourself some grace and some credit for showing up today, because it's 81 degrees. Y'all could have said, I'm going to the beach, but you decided to come here and get better. And also, I think it's a testament to your leadership, because everybody in here, I'm going to assume, tells their players that they should get better during their downtime, tells them they should be going into the gym and get extra shots up and work on their game. And you're here working on your game and getting better and improving. So you're setting the tone and setting an example for your players that you coach. So give yourself some credit for showing up today, especially because it's nice outside. All right. So Mark asked me to speak about ball screen defense, which I am going to do, but I'm going to challenge you to think it in a little bit of a different perspective, okay? And this is things that come from clinics and listening and talking to people. So I'll give a really quick story just to give you the context. So the coaches that I worked for my whole professional career, at UMass, Drexel, Howard, those coaches were pack line, man-to-man defense, very little zone, if at all, but very little, pack line, tough, aggressive defense, man-to-man, scouting reports. This stick looked like the yellow pages. For the younger people, may not know what the yellow pages is, but it's a big book. And that's what scouting reports used to look like, with every play that the other team used to run in it. And we would go over it and go over it and go over it and go over it until everybody knew it, right? And there's a lot of successful coaches that do that. The coaches I work for were very good defensive coaches, and that's what they did. But during the the beginning of my career, that's what I did, because that's what I knew. That's what the coaches that I worked for did. They were successful at it. So I said, okay, this is what, I want to do. But even when I was an assistant coach, I was still trying to formulate my own thoughts and my own ideas on what it would be like for me to be a head coach, and what I would implement, what I liked, what I didn't like. During the pandemic, everybody's sitting around not doing anything. So some coaches that I knew were, we were doing Zoom calls and things like that. So fortunately for me, because of the people that I knew, it was a good group of coaches with a lot of famous coaches that y'all probably know. But one of them was on the call was Dawn Staley. And Dawn Staley, I have a connection with because she's very close with Bruiser Flint. So she was on the Zooms. She's from Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia. He's known her since she was young. So she was on the call, and she talked about her defensive philosophy, who another coach that I spoke to kind of was telling me about. And it made a lot of sense to me, because I believe, I like physicality in basketball. I like aggression. But the pack line, if you really think about it, it can be played aggressively. And so that's what I want you to kind of think about, but also just think about it from this context. She said that she spends 85 to 90% of her practices focusing on her team. Okay, she doesn't concern herself that much with it. Now they scout, she watches film, obviously on the other team, she prepares herself. Her assistants do that. But as far as what they share with the players, it's not much, because their mentality is, we're not playing against you, you're playing against us. So if we spend all of our time preparing for you, then are we getting better at the things that we want to get better at for ourselves? And I'll give you an example of that with ball screen defense, and this is what I'm challenging you to think about. Let me just get 4 players out, 2 on defense, 2 on offense, all right? I have no idea who does what, who can do what, but this is not going to take long, all right? No. We got a men's over here. These old. We got a men's over here. These old. I got one. Okay. This one. All right. Cool. Yep. All right. Here we go. 2 and 2. We're going to go side ball screen. Who likes to roll and who likes to dribble? You like to dribble? There you go. You like to roll, pick and pop? You like that? You're on offense. You got the ball. Bang. Here, I want you to get to the top of the key. Okay? Actually, no. Get on the block. Come on. On the block. So this is what I want you to do. You know what a sprint ball screen is? Okay, it's fine. The step up ball screen. Sprint ball screen. Everybody see this. Push to the wing. All right? So all you're going to do is you're going to go up. You're going to ball screen with him. He's going to come. You like that side of the floor? You like that side? You like it all? Respect it. All right? You're going to, so you're on defense. You're on offense. So you're going to go ball screen with him. Go. Go again, go again, go again, go again, go again. Okay, now let's play ball. Now let's play ball. Give it back to him. All right, now we're playing ball. Go, go. All right, now, it's fine. How many times have we, it's fine. How many times have we seen that play in basketball? A gazillion times. How many people in here would consider themselves, and let's, please everyone hear me. What I'm saying is not a disparaging comment. It's not. This is a true question. How many people in here would consider themselves someone that works on player development, a skills trainer? You know, they spend a lot of time on player development. Anybody in here would put themselves in that category? Okay, here's the question. How much time do you spend on player development with the ball, and if you're working, say, with a post player or forward playing off a ball screen? So you spend a lot of time with ball screen action? A lot, right? You spend a lot of time on it because it's something that happens a lot in basketball. A lot of ball screens, right? So think about it this way. If the trainers are spending a lot of time on ball screen offense, why would we let people set ball screens? That's the question. If players are spending a lot of time working on their ball screen offense, why would we let them do it? No, you don't. Watch this. Now, you get back on the block. Get on the top side of him. No, don't put your hands on him. He has the ball now. Pressure him. Play ball. Now, watch. Don't let him set the ball screen. Go, go, go. The best ball screen defense, don't let them set a ball screen. That's the best ball screen defense. Don't let them set it. So, to me, first piece of ball screen defense, don't let them set it. So, this is pack line defense, right? I'm playing defense. He's call for the ball screen. No, I got you. Call for the ball screen. Where am I? Behind him. Okay, come back. I'm gonna get a little sweaty today, not too much. Call for the ball screen. Now, first rule of ball screen defense, don't let them set it. Don't let them set it. Now, you're right, I'm old and I'm fat. Don't put your hands on them like I did. But do it again. I'll do it the right way. Call for the ball screen. Can't set it. So now, all your work on working with your kid to come off a ball screen, out the window. Now they got to do something else. Who coaches and plays a lot of ball screen in their offense? Anybody use a lot of ball screens in their offense? Yeah. Everybody does. Everybody does. And even if you don't use it, if the play breaks down, what are the kids going to do? come get me. That's what they do. So, don't let him set it. That's first. Now, that's him not letting him set the ball screen. You're under pressure. You're pressuring him. Don't let him get comfortable. So now, let's say he goes to set the ball screen. Come on. And he gets there. Let's say he gets there. Pause for 1 second. Second piece. So now the ball screen is there. I say, still don't let him set the ball screen. Still don't let him set it. On offense, what does offense like to see to score? Space. Get on his outside hip. Now watch this. You're too young. You don't know what the tango is, right? No, it's okay. All right? There's a dance that used to be called the tango, where you would walk with somebody like this. All right? Get your forearm through. Do your best to screen them. Go off the ball screen. All right? Now, with a little bit more of this, all right, come back. Come back. With a little bit more, you got your forearm through. Watch, if you can get your forearm through, you can get your shoulder through. If you can get your shoulder through, you can get your hip through. Okay? Go again. Go again. No, from the beginning. Now, watch, now, you disrupt, you close the space, get on his outside hip, don't let him come off the screen, and then play ball. Go. Hell of a finish, hell of a finish, hell of a finish. Tough for bucket. He got back and recovered in front of him, right? There was no ball screen. Did he hedge? Any hedging, switching, jamming, icing, trapping? None of that. So if you eliminate the ball screen, then there is no ball screen. To me, that's your best ball screen defense. Don't even let them get to it. Okay? Now, things happen in the game. So, the hardest thing to guard, well, we'll start from the easiest first, then we'll work our way up. So, if you do get into a situation where now you have to guard the ball screen, they didn't execute this part right, he doesn't do a great job, okay. Me personally, I believe you cannot guard ball screens when you have to guard them, cannot guard them the same way all the time. For me, on my level, it's going to be personnel-based from scouting. Everybody scouts in one shape, form, or fashion. Whether it's you get a tape a week in advance, whether you're going to sit and watch that team play live, whether you're watching them the day before or the game before, whether you're watching them in layup lines, see if they can shoot or whatever. Whether you're watching them once the game starts and you say, okay, that kid just missed 2 threes in a row. That kid only puts his head down and drives. That kid shoots the lights out. Okay, so everybody's scouting always. So to me, your ball screen defense has to reflect that. Because you can't play ball screens the same way because everybody works on it. So, there's some, just to put this out there. The first part of our defense, we always talk about disruption first. The whole mindset is, I don't care what play you run. I don't care what you're trying to do on your offense. I'm not going to let you do what you want to do. And I think if I ask most coaches in here, are you a passive coach, or do you want your team to play passive, or do you want your team to be aggressive? Most people are going to say they want their team to be aggressive, right? So then why you let the offense do whatever they want to do? Make them do something they don't want to do. Okay? So, let's go with personnel. Never seen him before in my life. He just made a tough lefty layup. Okay? So, I'm going to go over 4 or 5 different ball screen coverages that we use. There's some that we do not use because I don't like them. It's my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. It just means that's me. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. That's the great thing about clinics. It's just something to spark a thought, and then you can say, oh, I agree with that. Or, oh, hell no. I don't agree with it. And that's all fine. It's all fine. All right? First one, if it doesn't happen the way that we want it to. First one, we call a whip. I don't like saying under because I think when I say under, this is what they do. Show me an under. Show me an under. Go under the ball screen. Bang! That's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. When you say under, they go under. All right? So, I prefer a whip. Okay, so now get on his outside. It's always the same. Outside hip, you stay with him, and then it's a quick. But you were disrupting him, so you're never going to be that far back. You're always in there. Now, when you call whip, you're going to take one step back for a second, and then help him get through this space. You can even give him a little push on the hip. All right, whip, go. No, whoa. All right, so you got to take a step back and push him through. And so you stay on his outside hip, and then as soon as he disconnects, it's a quick, like it's just here to here. All right, not that. All right, here we go. Go again. Okay, now I like that because you didn't even, and that's a perfect example. Didn't even have to do anything because his defense was so good on the ball, there was no ball screen. Now, I'm trying to get him to whip the screen so I can show the coaches he's making me look bad. So now, you're doing a great job on defense, so that's the way I like to play. But now, just give me a good whip, all right? And you tell him, whip. Whoa. All right, so it's okay. So when you call a whip, so just so you understand, we're going to use a whip on someone we don't think consistently can make a shot coming off of here from 3. Now, on my level, like I said, even guys who are not great percentage shooters, if you go that far underneath the ball screen and they have enough time where they can line up the seams and step in and get their form, they can make that. All right, so that's why I don't like, so just do me a favor, you're crushing it, my fault. Crushing it, but just give me a whip. All right, so take a step, stay on his hip, take a step back when the ball screen comes, and then just get a quick underneath and get a hand back at him. All right, here comes the screen. Wait. All right, we'll work on that. All right, taking a step back and go underneath the screen. Yes, but not all the way down there. Not all the way down there. Just take a quick little, he's going to open up for you and push you through, and then just get through to the other side. All right? Right here. Right here. And then get to right here. And meet him on the other side. Okay. Good. All right. Here we go. Wait. There you go. All right. Over. Go back. Now, depending on your team, if you feel comfortable with switching, you can switch it. They do a lot of NBA switches, but coaches, please do me a favor. Know if you have NBA athletes or not. Like, that switching stuff looks cool on TV. If you don't have players that can really do it, don't do it. That's the number one thing. Don't like when you watch games or you watch highlights or clips you can say, oh, I like this, and this. If your personnel doesn't match up, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not going to work the same. All right, so in the NBA, you see a lot of switching on ball screens, but you're talking about the best athletes in the world. That a 7'1" dude can keep a 6'2" faster than lightning dude sort of in front of him in 24 seconds. All right. Switching. All right, here we go. Switch. Now, it's all got to look the same. Outside hip. Here comes the screen. Stop. Right here. He calls switch. A switch, again, where I'm from, if on a switch, you stay back here and switch, go off the screen. Play's over. If there's that much space, the play is over. Over. Either he's making that or he's going to in and out you out your sneakers with that much space. All right? So, go back to the switch. This is a switch. The switch comes, you call switch. That's the switch. That's the switch. As soon as, bang, there, hand and face. That's a switch. This is not a switch. That's not a switch. All right? Jam, similar to a whip. This is what you would do if you are, let me not use the word afraid, but you want to make sure that you have coverage on someone that you feel can pick and pop. All right? But you don't want to switch it because it might be a size advantage. So say a team you're playing against has a 6'7" kid that can shoot it. So you're scared to give that, not scared. You don't want to give that up. All right? Here we go. Jam. It's the same as a whip, except this guy is going to stay connected so he can't pop. And then you're going to go under both guys, both him and him, get back with a hand in the face. All right? Here we go. Jam. Now, all right? Okay? That's the jam. We call it a squeeze. It's like a drop coverage. All right? Now I'm going to need 2 more people in here to go over the squeeze. All right? Because this can only work on a filled side ball screen. Let me get 2 people in the corner right here. This is what we work on something we call a squeeze. This is for a shooter that we cannot give any daylight to. So we have to, if the ball screen is there, we have to play it the right way. So if he's a shooter, what does he not want to do 9 times out of 10? Just a shooter, that's all he can do. Does not want to handle the ball. Here we go. We disrupted it, but it didn't work. Here we go. Set the screen. Now stop. You don't want him to shoot it. So if he's a shooter, you're not going to go that way, right? What would he be crazy to shoot if you were standing directly behind him? Huh? Do it then. Go back. No. Go behind him. Shoot a 3 now.
That's crazy, miss.
Right? Okay? So, he's a shooter. Squeeze. Right. Squeeze. He's not getting a 3 off. He's not getting a 3 off. If he shoots this one, are you the head coach of your program? Okay. If one of your players, go back. Now, if he or she is a murderer, maybe go behind him. If one of your players pulled up from 3 with this situation right here, unless they're a killer or there's no time on the shot clock, end of the game, whatever. That's not in the equation. If they shot that 3, what would you do? Okay, so look the position. I just put the team that you're playing against, I just put that kid in that position. Go ahead and shoot it. If you want. Go ahead. Or what are they probably going to do if they have any sense, if they want to stay in the game? If they'll try, and if that's not their forfeit, their forte, what did we just force them to do? Something they don't want to do. Their coach designed the play for them to shoot it. You just forced them to do what they don't want to do. Now, he can either go crazy and shoot it, try to dribble it and drive, but you already said that's not their strong suit. So now you're in the advantage. Or now they try to make a pass. If they're not a great ball handler, chances are they might not be a good passer. So they try to pass it to somebody. Now you're at the advantage because that's not what they want to do. They want to do something else. All right? Last one that I like. Now, people ice ball screens, people hard hedge. I do not like hard hedging. I feel like it's 2 reasons I don't like hard hedging. Number 1, I feel like you have one player all the way out here, puts way too much pressure on the rest of the team, on the other 4 people back here. Way too much pressure on them when you bring somebody this far out on the floor. That's why I don't like hard hedging. All right? Just one person, but in life it's gambles. This is what if we're going to gamble and we're going to go out here, we're bringing 2 people. And it's what we call a polar, but it's a trap, okay? So, I'm sorry, let's go back to the squeeze. So let's say, boom, let's say you go off, okay? He goes off. Now, he goes this way. No, you stay there. Go left. Okay, stop, right there. Whoa. Don't back up. Don't back up. All right? You stay right there. You got him? Okay. Nope. You on defense? Okay. Now, what is he probably going to do? Roll. With me? Yeah. Over. All right? Do that again. Right? Yeah, sure. Go live. Start from the step up. No, block. Start from the step up. Yep. Here we go. It is tough. Good player. All right. Now, last one. That wasn't a polo though. We would call that a squeeze. All right. Now, last one. My man. You. I'm recruiting right now. This side of the floor. This side of the floor. I want to see what that right's like. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now, no. We're going to see how you handle this one, though. All right. Now, so that was a squeeze. Now let's go polar, okay? Polar. If he's going to come from there, you can't play there if we're going to polar. Where do you have to, because we're going to, now watch this. A polar is a trap. So if we're going to trap him, because he's been getting buckets, so this is where we went, right? So now I'm scouting real quick, easy, right? So now he done blown by us every time. He ain't made one yet, but he's pretty good. So if I'm coaching, here we go, disruption. If he's their best player, who do they want the ball to be in their hands most of the time? So why would I let him get the ball in his hand? So the first thing is going to be deny. You're not touching that ball, right? But if he does, here we go. Now, stop, go back. If we're going to trap him, I won't use polar because I don't throw you off. If we're going to trap him, you can't be there. Where do you need to be? If we're going to trap him. No. You can't be behind him. You got to be at least even or above him. And this is the reason why. Just stay here for a second. Go set the ball screen. Go. If I'm here and now I think I'm going to trap, go off the screen, right? I'm late now. As opposed to, come back. If we know we're going polar, and I'm not letting you get there, but say you get there. Go ahead. I'm not letting you get there. Come on, man. Get out of here. All right? Now, here we go. Where am I at now? Get on. Come on. Right? No, you're setting the screen. All right? Now, we're going trap. Go. Come on. Not against me. Not against me. Right? So, if you don't, more disruption. You don't want the good player to have the ball in his hand. He gets it, ball screen, trap him. Make him throw it to somebody else. Don't watch him go off for 30. Don't let him get it. All right? So, couple of drills. How much time do I have? Anybody know? Nobody? Ooh, okay, here we go. I'll give you 3 drills that you can work. So, this is what I'll say. I'll show you some drills to work on ball screen coverage. However, I'm just giving you a nugget. You can take it, flush it, do whatever you want. But just think about it. If you want to stop ball screens, and people are doing them a lot, because I'll tell you the truth. Ball screen defense is really hard. That's why people do it so much. It's hard to guard. It is. Ball screens are disruptive on offense. They're disruptive to a defense. They put a lot of pressure on the defense. So the best thing you can do is don't even let them set it. So, but if you have to, this is a drill. Let's get ball. Let's get 2 people right here. Let's get another 2 on the wing right here. And then we'll give everybody here a basketball in the corner over here. So go get it, everybody get a ball. Just you 4 with a ball, okay? This is a drill we call bulldog. All right, I stole it. I steal everything. Stole it, not my drill. Stole it from a team that mascot is the bulldog. I don't remember who it was now. It might have been Drake. All right, not the rapper, if you want to call it that. Next, all right. So y'all caught that. All right, here we go. So here we go. You can go through any ball screen coverage you want. All 3 spots. So this is just a way. Now, this is not a live drill. This is an execution and teaching drill. So if we're saying we're going to go over whips, okay? Right. So you can, do your little disruption, but he's not moving. He's not moving. All right? So, but your responsibility now is to call out the coverage, but we won't mix it up. So let's just say we're working on whip. All right? Here we go. Whip. Whip. Go with the ball. Go with the ball. Now, hold. So, hold it. We're not playing live. Not playing live. So, on the whip, you're going to take a step back and say whip, 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 and push him through to help him. All right, here we go. Here you go. There you go. Now, go to the next. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Here we go. There you go. Call out the screen. Call it out. Call it out. Call it out. All right? Go. Come on. Come on. No, okay, I'm sorry. Got to pair up. That's my fault. Here we go. Pair up. Here we go. 1-on-1. Here we go. Call it out. All right, we got to go through. It's okay. Right? He's going to call. Yep. Right in between. Here we go. Yeah. Whoa. Now, that was you, though. That was you. No, that you're good. That was him. Here we go. Call it out. Whip. Guys, take a step back. Take a step back. Come on. Keep going. Yep. Now, the one thing I'll say, attention to detail, drives me nuts. And my players will get on the line. You go through a screen and do this, everybody get on the line. Everybody get on the line. Can't do that. Ready? Come on. If you play with your hands like this, over. No, you're not cut. It's a bucket. Stop. Jam. It's not jam. Go back. What's the jam? You jam up on him. He can't get a pick and pop. You go under both. Here we go. Call it out. Jam. Call it. Come on. Hands up. You okay? Come on. Now we're playing ball. Here we go. Squeeze now. Squeeze. Okay? Now, squeeze. Shooter. Here we go. Come on. No, not full speed yet. Here we go. Go. Shooter. Yup. There we go. Again. Shooter. Again. There we go. Next. All right. No threes. One more group. No three. Great. Now, last one. Trap. There's no help. You can't throw it. So, because you know you're trapping, again, you cannot stay here. Too late. You have to be here. Now, watch this. Everybody's looking at me saying, Coach, you're crazy. Because all he's going to do is cut back door. Okay? My thing, though. How much do we coaches practice ball screen offense? A lot. How much do they practice backdoor cuts? Less? Yes. Less than ball screens? Now, I'm not saying let them do it. No, you got to play ball. But that's not what they want to do. That's not in that coach's playbook. He don't want to do that. He wants to do this. Don't let him. Don't let her. Make them do something else they don't want to do. Would you rather come off a ball screen in and out and that one, or back cut layup? Keep it real. Queens get the money. Keep it real. All right then. All right. So if your coach said, hey man, all I want you to do is backdoor today. You ain't going to dribble. You're just going to be maybe cutting and getting a layup. You're going to be like, well, I show up for them. I want to hoop, right?
won't be backdooring all day. You don't go to Princeton yet. If they offer you, go. You heard what I said? Go. Don't matter what anybody says. They offer you, go. Don't matter how many back doors they ask you to go. They offer you, go. Okay? Has nothing to do with nothing. Go. All right? So, that's it for that. Now you can go 3-on-3 live with ball screens, 4-on-4 live, 5-on-5 live. Just play out of it. I will say the 3 different types of ball screens. The easiest to guard. Step-ups, where you know this coming, because now, like I said, you can disrupt it. If I know that there's a 5-man and he's probably going to set the ball screen, or a 5-person that's going to set the ball screen, I know I can be on top of them to disrupt that angle. Don't let him get it. That's the easiest to disrupt. Off the trail, no. Okay? If I'm here and he's guarding me, if he's pressuring me, right? Now, when I go to this one, it's not the same as when you can get on the top side, because if you know what I'm saying, like regular defense, that's harder. But he can still disrupt me from this spot. So before you did it on the top side. So now I'm here. So you can't be on the top side of me, but I'm still going there. Disrupt me from getting there. Here we go. Now, I'm doing all of this to try to get to him. Did I disrupt the timing of their play? Shot clock's running down. Even my angle now. Is this where the coach wants to screen? No ball screen. He might just say, oh, I got to go do something else now. We win. Last one. So you can do 3-on-3. Oh, the other thing I will say. So you have that. You have 3-on-3 live, 4-on-4 live. Last one that is very difficult to guard is the trail. Very hard to guard. Because if everyone's coming back in transition defense and they can just get into that one, it's a little harder to disrupt. That's what your player will tell you. That is difficult. You know what else is difficult? Winning. So tell them that. Yeah, this is hard. It's hard if you ran back on transition defense and then now this guy's coming down and you're saying, yo, you still got to get back and disrupt this to disrupt the flow of that ball screen. It's hard. It's hard. You want to win, that's what you got to do. You have to. Because clear out. Go all the way to that side of the floor. Go set a ball screen. Play live. Oh! I respect it. Go again. Now, don't disrupt him this time. Just go. Very hard. If they come down in a trail ball screen and they're able to do that, I'll be honest with you, there's nothing you can really do. They're not going to be able to rotate fast enough for that. And if they I'm not saying give up, but my thing is, yeah, the trail ball screen is hard, but you got to tell them, yo, you got to sprint up there and do it, man. Or, you got to sprint up there and do it. It's not easy, but you have to. All right. So even with that, in transition defense, if you know it's a team that runs ball screens in transition, you can't send them all the way down the floor. You have to tell them to stop up here so they can be a part of the disruption. You send them all the way down there and tell them come back up. Play's over. It's too late. All right. The other thing I would say, if you're going in any defense, you're going to have breakdowns, people fall down, that type of thing. I would say work on your scramble drills a lot, because again, basketball is a game of scrambling. So work on your scrambling. 4-on-3. Let's just get easy. Let's get 2 people on the block, 1 person at the foul line, corner, 45s, and corner. So it should be 7 people on the court. All right, so you can go. No, you're good. Go to the corner. You go to the corner. You're on. You're on. No, you're going to the corner. You're on. 1, 2. Oh no, my bad. You've been done enough showing us. You're good. All right. So Again, it's just a simple drill. There's no real setup. 4 against 3. Coach can initiate, throw it anywhere, and then you play live. Have them working on their scrambles, whatever your technique is. All right? The conventional, someone on the ball. Next closest passes are now for me, I want this disrupted because I don't want them to be able to just swing the ball easily on the perimeter. Again, if I'm up here and he decides, okay, I can only backdoor, great. Now he has 2 people over here. Ball gets swung, yep, he goes here. Now you would go here. You're in this gap now, and you would go here, and then you can play it live. Because you really can't script a scramble. You just got to play it. There's no, yes, you can tell them, okay, you go here. Happens too fast. So you have to train them to play in that speed. And yes, there's rules and all of that, but at the end of the day, you just need reps doing it because basketball is a game where no 2 situations will ever be exactly the same. Never. Everything will be 1 second difference, 1 inch difference, something's different in every single scenario. So you just got to get them playing it. You can do 4 on 3, you can do 5 on 4, all right, but you got to get them used to playing in the scramble, especially if you want to be aggressive. Because there's going to be times where, yes, okay, you're hard denying, you don't want them to run the ball screen. Yeah, the coach may spring a back door on you if they are a good coach. That'll happen, and maybe they'll score on it. But here's my theory. Now, again, I'm not saying give up, give it all the way up, just let them do it. No, you still got to teach them how to guard a back door, try to do a back door. So I'm with you, go back door, boom, I turn and go that, right? Work on all of those things and have them play one-on-one. But at the end of the day, they're not practicing that much. So even if they get you one time, now you hope and pray it's not the game-winning basket, right? You hope and pray that it's not that. But my thought is over the course of the game, yeah, okay, we're denying and then we're trying to make them do something else. Maybe they burn you at the back door once, per half. All right. If he's a shooter and I force him to make a backdoor layup as opposed to getting off a catch and shoot 3, and he makes the layup, what do you get? If we don't foul him. If he's a good shooter and I play off of him and bang, bang, shot, and he makes it, how many is that? That's it. Am I good on time?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. Questions. I did a lot of talking. Any questions? Yes, sir.
So the guy that's behind that screen, right? You want him to stop and stay, or what happened?
Great question. I want to limit the amount of time that we have 2 people on the ball, unless, okay, I'll give you some terminology. I know I got a minute, real quick. We use kind of like an NBA style thing just to get the kids to pay attention through scouting. There was a time in my career, Jelani Williams, who's going to speak to you next, will tell you that, his class was one of the classes that taught me that maybe I should switch my thinking. I'll give a quick story, but this just goes to show you how old I am. It has nothing to do with me being a good coach, because now he's coaching and he's presenting here, and I coached him since he was a freshman in high school. So now he's a coach, and I have no idea how much that means to me, even though he's crazy for getting into this business, but that's a different topic. All right. And his dad taught him wrong. He should have go the other direction. I'm just joking. But we had a Zoom during the pandemic, and he said to me, so this was partly around the time when I had the Dawn Staley conversation, so I'll just leave it at this, to leave your brains open no matter what. I don't know if he even remembers this. We're having a Zoom call, and we're talking about things we didn't know if we were playing yet. And so I'm asking questions because I like to ask questions to the team just to see what they're thinking. I said, so how do you think, what do you think about how we scout and what we do? Not him, but one of his teammates, who, good player, said, Coach, I'll be honest with you, yeah, you really prepare us, and we go over the other team's plays 1,000 times, and we watch all the film, and we know everything, and and then we get in the game, and if they run an action that we went over 100 times, and then somebody hits the shot that you said that they were going to hit, we look at you, and your face is like this, and it freezes us up. That's what he said to me. So you know me. Well, y'all don't know me. But at first, I'm like, this is what we're doing. Are we serious? Now, you know what I'm saying? But I had to take a step back and really think about what they were saying. And then I have the conversation with Dawn Staley, totally not planned, none of that. But it just happened. And so I'm thinking to myself at that time, like, okay, I just had a player tell me that when we give them all the information on the other team, that it freezes them up and they can't play free because they're so nervous about my reaction, because they know that I was watching film until my eyes are bleeding and trying to give them this information, and then it did, just what I said would happen, right? And I tell them I don't want to be right, I just want to win. But the game is not perfect. So then I have that other conversation and I say to myself, you know what, maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's something to not stressing my team out about what the other team is going to do to us as opposed to what we're going to do to them. And that changed my whole philosophy. So I'll leave it at that. So to answer your question, it's whatever you want your philosophy to be. I don't believe in having two people on the ball for too long because I think it exposes your defense too much, unless it's a certain person that you want to trap and you're making a gamble. But then, you know you're gambling, but the gamble is, I want to get the ball out of somebody who I know one-on-one might be a problem. And then that's the gamble. But any other scenarios, I'm trying to keep it one-on-one as much of the possession as possible. Because once you have two people on the ball, again, yes, you can work on a scramble, but you really don't want your defense in a scramble too much. All right, you want to pressure and let. All right, I know I'm over time. I appreciate everybody. If you have any questions, my practices are open when we practice at 6 a.m. during the week. So that's on y'all. You're more than welcome. All right, on the weekends we go a little bit later, but feel free to email me. You can just go to the website. My email address is on there.